Alright guys, what's up? As always, I'm gonna keep it short and make sure you go back to playing the game quick. This is gonna be a step-by-step guide to help you evolve your character all the way to the Act 3. And I'll check if I want to do a step-by-step in Act 3, but I mean at this point you want to play the game. You don't want me to show you all the easy ways to get your character to the end game. But maybe, some want that, so I'll check about that. But this one is going to be through the whole Act 1, step by step, to make sure you have less risk and you power up your level to get your extra attack or whatever to level 5, 6 and stuff. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the active videos coming up soon also. As you saw in the character creator, it's the first time I started with a sorcerer, but so I took like Vault and Featherfall to make sure I get out of the ship quickly. And we also got us, but it's not necessary. We throw Lae'zel down the ship because it's a solo run guide. I'm using Vault and Featherfall here, and especially the dash option because the game resets your action. So you get double movement for this part, so you can just get off the ship quickly. Since I looted the potion of speed on the Mind Flayer after the fight with Lae'zel, I didn't even need to jump and Featherfall. As you can see, I could get off the ship in one turn. So double the movement speed got me all the way across, no fighting, we're off the ship. After that, make sure you grab the fish here and this backpack. It's really important for later on, so just loot everything and pick it up. Make sure you come up on the side of the mountain here and not fight because you're level 1 or 2 at this point. And just go grab this caustic bulb in there, in that chest, super important, before going up the left side right here. And we're actually not gonna rest until like level 5 or 6. It's really important. You're gonna know why later down the video. So now I'm just grabbing my deluxe edition items I have here, a mask that helps me disguise or transform, and a few potions that are gonna be helpful. Here we welcome our first companion, Gale, and we're actually just gonna grab him out. And we're gonna tell him to stay at camp because it's a solo run. We're gonna continue our way to the left and kill this Mind Flayer trap to get our first level up. And I'm not gonna tell you how to level up, but I'm still gonna show you how I did it on that run. But like I said, it's the 12th time I did the game solo, and it was with a different build every time. I suggest maybe if you don't have the deluxe edition item, get this guy's spell. We're grabbing Astarion and sending him to camp also. You can, like, I did it on the Dark Urge playthroughs a lot of time, just kill everyone. But some NPCs like Astarion gives you permanent buff that if you have him in your party and you keep him is pretty useful. I would suggest at least keep one because we're gonna need an NPC to help us get the best armor in the game super early in that playthrough. Arriving to the grove, make sure you go all the way down this path right here to not trigger the fight. You can do the fight if you want, it's just super long and I don't know, gives a little more XP, but I just don't care to do it at this point. I just use my flying potion, go up there, and I get the XP and some XP, and the fight is done at this point. So we just go down that road, go down that ladder. And we're still gonna be in effect with our potion, so I'm using it to go down the spot right here. I'm gonna go down and give the fish that we got on the beach to the bear, which is gonna give us like 15 XP and unlock this pathway right here. I don't know, I just always do it. It's not that much XP, so you can skip that if you want. Then we're gonna make our way inside the grove, and we're actually gonna save Arabella by persuading Karga that she's not gonna be a threat anymore. So this is an important step for the next quest. We go a little further down the next room and we talk to Nettie, the healer. We follow her in the back room and we don't forget to take the Mind Flayer after the dialogue with her. We then head out and talk to Arabella's parents to get the XP for saving her. And then we just go a little further. And we're gonna disguise self to get into a small race and get in that hole to go talk to Noel, who's gonna thank us for saving Arabella and ask us to steal the idol for her. And we go out and we just click on the idol and teleport to camp before the idol gets in our inventory. It's such an easy way to get the idol. I see people online like throw darkness arrows and stuff. I mean, just do that. It works every time. So easy. We then go back to her and give her the idol for the protection ring. We go recruit Will and tell him to stay at camp like the others. Right next to him, we go convince Roland to stay. It's super important for actually a lot of items in Act 2 we want to get. Here we out the grove and we go to the guidance amulet. Super important. This is when the caustic bulb comes into play. You throw it on that surface. You go up, it's gonna trigger Raphael to appear for his cutscene, but since he takes damage, it disappears right away. When you hear that, it triggered beautifully. You're gonna be able to summon him where we want. You go back down and further down that road, you see these guys. You just choose those options right here and tell them to go avenge their brothers. As soon as they leave, you're gonna take the Mind Flayer by itself. You don't have to pick it up. It's gonna be automatic. You just accept to embrace the power. Next up, we go get Scratch, and I actually use a potion here, but you don't even need. Just tell him to follow your scent to camp. Super important, because we're gonna have an easier fight with Merkel. We're not even gonna fight, and we're gonna have the final boss of Act 2 done. We then go to the Blighted Village, disguise ourselves as a drow, super important. And then we're gonna have all the dialogues option without fighting. So that's where we get our third level up. As I said, you can do whatever you want. Here is when I take a Hexblade Warlock just to buy all the things I need in the game without spending a dime. But you guys can do whatever you want. If you loot around, there's plenty of money in that game. But yeah, I think that's when I took the Warlock Hexblade. And I'm gonna show you how to buy everything without spending with this class. In the Blighted Village, you have a DC 5 deception check here to pass with them, just to make them go away. And then you're gonna untie Barkus for more XP. And make sure you hit the left lever, because I did that mistake once. It's pretty funny, but I don't think you get XP for that. Next, you're gonna check the Apothecary Ledger to get XP and find out that there's a basement. Make sure you get the antidote that's on the counter right there. It's super important for next quest. Once you're in the basement, you're gonna pull that lever, and we're actually gonna get a super nice Quasit that is gonna be super helpful for a solo run. That is gonna trigger a surprise attack every time, so it makes the alert feat less important.
Anything of use?
That case right here, and it was the first time I did it as a sorcerer, so I was kind of a little confused about those dialogue choices there. But basically, you just want him to keep his name Shovel. And after that, he's gonna ask you to go through the mirror, which you're gonna do with the next dialogue options I'm gonna show you. And I think there are a few classes that can get Shovel as a summon permanently. I think it's like the darker classes, like Shadow Sorcerer, Storm Sorcerer, and some other classes can't get him. But if not, I mean, just respect and if you really want to get him, but it's not mandatory. Follow those options here for the mirror, and once inside, you just talk to him, and you're gonna get him permanently on your hotbar like this. We follow up the road north of the Blighted Village to Waukeen's Rest. And we take that teleport right here. For this quest, you just open that door with a strength check, and then you go save the girl upstairs and get the reward to get some more XP. I think I took the staff right here because I was a sorcerer, but you can get anything you want. We come back down the road right here and get our ring that is gonna help us to sneak and also lockpick things easier in the game. We go up the road and take the Risen Road teleport, I think it's called. And then we just go around all those traps to go get a chest that is going to be super important to get some good items and a lot of XP also. When we get to the chest, we want to steal it, do not open it, and teleport right to Risen Road right away to trigger the quest. We then go west of the Blighted Village to get across a few outposts, and we make sure we're in a drow form again to pass all the checks and get all the XP without fighting. We go through the Goblin Camp and talk to Volo, and this is gonna trigger the girl to bring him inside and imprison him. And we make sure to get the Goblin Camp portal before going in. After that, we take all our drow option to make sure we get through with all the XP, no fighting. Go talk to the huntress right here, tell her to get branded, and once you do, you just go to Volo, which is in cage. You have a DC deception check to pass, and then you can just unlock the door, and he's gonna turn invisible and go to your camp. You're gonna have him as a permanent merchant in your camp. Super useful if you don't do the X-Blade part for the money. Then you go talk to her and make sure you drink the potion so you fall asleep and trigger the next act. I think you can't do that if you're an elf race. So if you're an elf race, I just throw her down the hole and I won't get the parasite, but at least we get her killed. That's all we want. When we drink the potion, we're once stuck in the cellar. She comes and visit us. Just hold your strength. Just wait patiently. She's gonna get killed by Raphael's assistant, which you're gonna thank, and then grab the Mind Flayer parasite on her. After that, you just grab like the necklace right here. This is the Misty Step. You then go down, and it's gonna open the door to the Underdark. Right here, I didn't do the puzzle, which I should have. Since I'm a sage background, I would have had a reaction, not a reaction, but inspiration point. But I just unlocked the thing and went down to the Underdark. Here in the Underdark, make sure you have the door right here. It's gonna trigger that guy to come. Just stop the time as soon before he gets killed. Like right here. I stop the time and then I kill him myself because it's an easy 75 XP. If you let the lights kill him, you're not gonna get it. After that, you just shoot the rock to just, deactivate those. Go down around, and then you can get the Farah Aluve, the sword. It's gonna give you a little more XP there also. After that, I just go around these Minotaurs. There's a path you can just walk right through them. And just make sure you click shift on the computer or whatever the button is on your console to see the visions of the Minotaurs. Make sure you don't trigger a fight. But other than that, you just go down here. You shoot those flammable orbs to clear the path. Just wait a few seconds. Then you go straight to the Myconid Colony. Just tell the truth about the parasite. They're gonna let you in, and then take the portal.
State your purpose.
Then you go talk to Blurg right here, and it's gonna trigger also Melum to come. You're gonna exhaust all the dialogue option and make sure you get the quest to go get his mushrooms. We then go talk to Tula right here, which is in pain, and we're gonna give her the antidote we took back at the Blighted Village to get a little more XP and get some important boots we need to go further. With the X-Blade X weapon, I go talk to Dareth here. Then I give her a random weapon and switch it with my Hex weapon in my hand, which is gonna stay there all the time when I trigger the balance offer or barter option. Then I take whatever I want. I give her the money for it, and then I can just take all her money for the staff, and it stays in my hand. So that's the way you just get everything. We then go down to the Duergars. We just talk to him. We tell him that we are for the absolute. And after that, we just tell him we have the boots to give to the captain. And he's gonna let us take the boat right away. Instead of taking the Duergar boat right away, I went to the Arcane Tower a little further. I drink an invisibility potion to not trigger the turrets. I go down the backyard. I go from that side and jump around, but there's a few ways you can go about it. And after that, I take the Scissor Flower in the backyard and put it in the basement device. There's a locked door you can just break or lockpick, but that's pretty much it. You put the Scissor Flower in the machine in the basement. It's gonna deactivate all the magic in the Arcane Tower, and therefore the turrets are gonna be disengaged. Take the elevator one way up, and you read that book on the shelf right here. It's the first of 2 books we need. We then just kill the turret with a bludgeoning weapon. It's gonna give 40 XP each for all the 4 turrets that are around the Arcane Tower. So I did that for a few extra XP. After that, we go up and take the other book on this desk right here. It's gonna help us to get through the dialogue with Bernard. Then we go up, talk to Bernard. Choose the 2 options that we got from the books, and he's gonna let us off the hook pretty easily and give us the ring to go to the basement. I then go in the corner of the room and use the stool and throw it to get the Hill Giant club. This is gonna it's able to put your strength up to 19 with this weapon when you need it. So I take that, and then I go down to the basement. In the basement, we get our mushroom that Omelim wanted us to take, and we just teleport back to the Myconid Colony. We give him. There's a few checks to get. You don't even need to succeed them. And he's gonna be able to open as a merchant, and you can buy anything you want from him and get the XP for the quest. We then go back to the Duergar and take their boat across the river. And you just tell Greymon that you got boots for the captain and that his friend is waiting on the shore and he's gonna let you go. And after that cutscene, that's when we get our level 4 level up. Just tell the girl when you arrived that you don't want to give her any money, and she's just gonna let you go. As always, do whatever you want with your build. On this level up, I think I got like Quicken Spell level 3 Sorcerer with my Shadow Blade. Right off the boat, just talk to those guys up the stairs and tell them you're not with the Absolute. And this is important because it's giving you XP, but also it's gonna make the near fight like obviously super easy later down the road.
Whatever the spoil.
Here in the forge, you're gonna want to throw everybody out and kill them by throwing them. And it's super easy. You just hit throw and throw them out. And if it's not successful, you just click the turn-based button. You have another chance to throw them. If it's still unsuccessful, like you're gonna see in that example right here, you just go out the turn-based mode. They just go back to their original spot, and you do it again. See here, I failed. I go into turn-based. I have another shot. I do it, and it's successful. But even if it's not, I just go out the turn-based mode. They don't give a damn. It's super risk-free. I give this girl her boots, so I get some XP. And also, if there are any merchants, you might want to go and check what they have to buy if you want to buy anything off of them before throwing them off the cliff. And that's it. So yeah, you use improvised weapon and to bring them all the way to the ledge, and then you throw them. They all give 75 XP each, and you can just throw everyone down the cliff. Start by the scrying eye, because I think this one can alert the others. So that's why I started with him. But yeah, that's pretty easy and a lot of XP. When everyone's dead but your two allies, you just jump over here to go to the Ancient Forge. Grab any mold you want. I just passed one that is heavy armor on the floor, but yeah. Get the portal right here, then go down to the Ancient Forge and just go in sneak mode and walk all the way in sneak mode to that rock right here. Hit it with a bludgeoning weapon to break it, and then take the material and, like I said, any mold you want for the forge. I think I took a shield in that one. Before doing the Grym Fight, I just jump over there to the side and I go get that chest, which is important for a quest all the way to Act 3. So yeah, make sure the fire elemental doesn't see you. I'd rather stay like in sneak mode all the way. Just grab the chest and leave so I don't trigger a fight against him. And I lockpick the chest just later on. But I just make sure this elemental doesn't see me, because this is a run ender for sure at this point. Back at the forge, you want to put the mold in and also the material in the system, and then you're just gonna go in between the ledge you came from and the lever. You're gonna shoot an arrow to the lever so it triggers it, and you jump right away on the ledge to stay on top of the fight. Once you're there, you're gonna shoot an arrow, and then you're gonna trigger the cutscene for the fight against Grym. When he gets out, just shoot him to get his attention, throw him some stuff. If you don't have like minor illusion, which I use in that fight, I did it with martial characters a lot of times. I just grabbed a lot of items that I can throw from up there. So even like small as daggers, they're gonna do 33 damage to him. But yeah, in that one I had a sorcerer, so I just minor illusioned him to the middle, and then shoot the liver with my arrow, and then I did like 1/3 of his damage right away. You're gonna trigger the Memphis, and you just get away until they all get killed by Grym, and then repeat. After I killed all the small enemies, I just went back to my illusions and bring him to the center, throw one last arrow at it, and this is how the fight is ended easily without even fighting. And so now you just go down, get your loot, the thing you forged. It's gonna give you a little more XP, and you can loot Grym also. At this point, you might want to respec because you're gonna do the only fight you're gonna have to do. Even if it's a small one, you might want to respec. You're gonna go back to the Waukeen's Rest. You're gonna introduce yourself into the Zhentarim Hideout. You're gonna sneak and jump right where I did, so you don't trigger the guard to see you. You stay sneak, and then you go down the trap behind him. You're gonna unlock the secret door to the hideout behind this wardrobe right here. Once inside, you're gonna be faced with a check to just convince her you're here to trade. And when you pass that check, you go down, she's opening for you. She's gonna ask you for a favor to found their bandits, and you tell her you already found them and you took the chest, which you didn't open. At this point, she's gonna open the vendor, just buy everything you want before. And then we're gonna push her down any way we want and trigger this fight. Once the fight is triggered, I think here I just like drank a speed potion to throw right away, not wait a turn. I'm gonna throw a fire right here to make everything explode. And this is just basically killing everyone, and two are left down there. You just loot them after, you got a lot of XP. We then go back to the Goblin Camp, and we're gonna get all 6 smoke powder barrel right here. Right where we triggered the sorceress that branded us. So you just take those barrels, you send them to camp, ready for the next step. Next, we're gonna go around this little reunion in the Goblin Camp. We're gonna drink an invisibility potion. And we're gonna improvise weapon as we did in the forge on Razig. And as we are moving with him in our hand, we're gonna teleport to the Emerald Grove environs. This is gonna put him in place, not moving and not aggro. We're gonna go to our camp. We're gonna take in our chest. We're gonna take all the barrels we just got from the Goblin Camp. Once we got our barrel, we go back out the camp, and we're gonna place them down in this way right here, which I'm gonna show you. This is the way I place them every time, and it always worked. So I just placed all 6 of them, 3 on top of 3 right here, just in front of Razig. And once everything is set up, we teleport back to the Goblin Camp. Back in the Goblin Camp, we're gonna do the same with Minthara. And as we're moving with her in our hand, we're teleporting to the same place. Do note that Minthara, though, is not gonna stay there for long. She's gonna actually teleport back, so you want to do this quick. You just want to run to that rock right here, right next to it. Throw some fire at it, and then just trigger the explosion and kill them both in the process. It happened to me once or twice that Razig is not dead, but like with a few health bar, but you just finish him, it's pretty easy. Then we loot both Mind Flayer's Parasite from their corpses. And if you followed all the steps I told you from the beginning, you're gonna have a free bag. You're gonna put all 5 Mind Flayer's Parasite that we've collected so far in that bag. This is super important. We're gonna double up our amount of Parasite to double up our powers. Having killed all the Goblin Leaders, we then go to the Grove, and we're gonna thank Zevlor, and he's gonna follow us to the party, but we're not gonna go. We're just gonna tell him we're gonna meet him there. We're actually gonna go kill that strange cow just behind him, further down the Grove. And after we kill that cow, it's gonna give us the strange Shapeshifter Boon Ring. So this is actually super important to do the next step, which is why I ask you to never rest and get that ring before the next step. So now is the time that we do our first full long rest of the game. We're gonna trigger it now because we're gonna actually talk to everybody at the Grove, but also our Dream Visitor, which is gonna let us consume our Mind Flayer powers. After the night with the refugees, you just sleep one more time and you're gonna trigger that cutscene right here. And this is the one that is gonna make you able to consume your parasites afterwards. After you wake up from that scene, remember that bag we put all our parasites in? You're gonna open it and you're gonna bring one into your inventory. This is gonna trigger the cutscene. You're gonna be able to consume everything, and as you're gonna see on the top right, you're gonna have actually doubled your amount of Mind Flayer parasites. So right now we had 5, now we have 10 powers we can unlock. So those are the 10 powers which from my experience are the most important early on. So feel free to choose any you want, but those are the 10 that I feel are the most important for now. With the favorable beginning power and our shapeshifter boon ring transformed into a Ghithyanki, we can go meet the Gith pass right here, and the deceptive check is really easy with all those powers now. I actually never missed one, and yeah, that's how we get our level 5 with almost no fighting. So this one is super huge because every martial class got their extra attack now, and it's gonna be as easy to get the extra attack even if it's for level 6 for your class. Now, before we go through the pass, super important, you're gonna go to your camp. You're gonna get one character. I always take Shadowheart because she's already a cleric. We're gonna level her up to level 3, which is gonna unlock level 2 spells for the silent spell. Super important. We're gonna take the silent spell to get the best armor in the game at this point right now, which any class can use because this armor makes you proficient with it when you wear it. So even if you don't have heavy armor, this armor is you're gonna be able to wear that armor. Once we go through the pass, we just use our character right here to cast the silent spell on Raphael, which is in our camp if we follow the steps correctly. So casting the bulb where we got the guidance amulet earlier. We're gonna cast a silent spell. This is gonna make him unable to talk to us. I'm gonna take my character and shoot him with everything I got. Also, just make sure you use a weapon that is gonna hit if you don't want that to take like 10 minutes. So Vengeance Paladin is fine because they get advantage. I use my Shadow Blade here because at night it gets advantage. So and also yeah, deactivate all the reactions like I just did right here because you don't want to press refuse every time you hit. So I just hit him like this all the way down, and once he's almost dead, you're gonna go into your passives and you're gonna do like no damage attacks, non-lethal. So now he gets down, you just loot really quick because he's getting up fast. But you can loot everything he has, which includes one of the best, if not the best armor in the game. And yeah, you got like 20 something AC super easy with any character. When you get out the camp, you go to the Ghithyanki Crèche and follow down this path right here. You're gonna unlock the door and make sure you're disguised as a Gith so you can run around in there and get all the XP for free, no combat. You then make your way to the doctor's office. Just sneak in, pick up the 2 Mind Flayer parasites you got right there, and feel free to consume them. Go talk to her afterwards. Tell her you have a parasite you need removed, and she's gonna ask you to get into the Zaytisk machine. Just do it. Don't worry about the checks. If you missed all of them, it doesn't matter. Your dream visitor will save you and blow up the machine anyway. And when you wake up, you have another deception check just to make her not aggro, and then you can just leave with all the XP. From that point, we are gonna transfer into the Act 2. And in the next video, I'm gonna show you the way I do the Act 2 easily as we just did the whole Act 1. We're gonna come back for the Gith and Anti-Etal and all the other stuff to clear in the Act 1 after we get our level like 8, 9 and we're ready to leave Act 2 and go into the Act 3. So everything is gonna be the same. It's super easy also, the Act 2. So we just got level 1 to 5. I'm gonna show you from level 5 to 8, 9 and do the Act 2 super easily also. And after that, I'm gonna debate if I'm gonna do the same for level 9, 10 to 12 in the Act 3, because at this point I want you guys to enjoy the game and your build also. But yeah, feel free to tell me in the comments if you want to see the Act 3 also after the Act 2 video comes out. And yeah, feel free to comment your way of doing this and enjoy.